What's up, everybody? In this video, I want to share a set of pops that were gifted to me. These were actually meant to be Christmas gifts, and they were supposed to arrive before Christmas, but I don't know, the shipping was a little bit awkward with Amazon because they were purchased from my Amazon wish list, and the shipping ended up being kind of staggered, so they didn't all arrive at the same time. Doesn't matter. I very much appreciate these regardless. And let me go ahead and start off with the first one that actually arrived. We have here the symbiote suit Spider-Man. And of course, there are several symbiote suit or black suit, Spider-Man pops, including one that was not that long ago on Funko.com. I did manage to grab that one before it sold out. But yeah, this one here, he's actually in a swinging pose and he's starting to shoot out his web there. I am going to get this out of box. I really do want to get a better look at this figure here. Okay, so of course, you see the set there on the back, so you know where we're headed with this. Now, the rest of them, I haven't actually taken them out of sorters yet. They were all in sorters, so we'll get these open, and I'm not sure what order they're going to be in. And I have seen some of these around in stores, but once I got the first one, I knew the rest were on the way. I figured they were on the way, so I just waited. I was patient. And yeah, next here we have the Scarlet Spider Kane. And I'll be honest, I don't know the backstory to all of these figures, all of these characters. I know there's Peter Parker in the mix and Miles Morales, but I think there are some other individuals in the mix. Like I said, I don't know who Kane is, but I do like the look of this. It's kind of simple with the black and red design, but I do like the look of the weapons there. And again, I'll be getting these out of box. We'll take a closer look at all of them. All right, let's move on to the next one here. And this kind of makes me want to learn more about these characters. In fact, one of them, when I get to it, I'll talk about it in just a second here. This one is really awesome. This is probably my favorite out of this set. So we have for Miles Morales, Iron Spider. I've always liked the Iron Spider, of course, with Peter Parker. But then this Miles Morales version is pretty awesome as well. Yeah, with the black, gold, and the red. And this is another one I definitely think would, it's best to get it out of box to really see the detail with it. There is a Chase variant of this one where he's unmasked, but I really do like the mask with this one. So I'm not going to worry about trying to go for that Chase. Okay, next up here, again, these are still in sorter, so finding out what's in here along the way. Okay, so this one here is glow in the dark. And when I first saw this one revealed, I saw it listed on Entertainment Earth. I was wondering if it was a Chase and they forgot to say it was a Chase or whatever it is, but no, this is the standard common figure that glows in the dark. And maybe there is some story detail behind that. So you see here is this is Spider-Man Fear Itself suit, which I've heard of that storyline before, Fear Itself, but I don't know the actual story. Again, I may have to check that out eventually. But yeah, I do like the coloring on this, and I'm interested to see what the glow looks like. I don't think I've actually seen an image of the glow with this one. So yeah, definitely looking forward to seeing that. Okay, and then the last one here. So this is one I was about to say that I've actually seen a comic recently that actually had this particular character on the cover. Chasm, I think it's how you say that name there. So yeah, this one, like I said, I saw it recently, and I may have seen one of these others in a recent comic as well. Maybe they are all, in current continuity. This one, I'm actually surprised it doesn't glow in the dark. It really looks like it would, and like that it would have a nice glow to it if it did. It probably still actually shines pretty nicely up under a black light. But yeah, very interested to learn more about these, like I said. And if you want to share some information, if you've been reading up on the comics and you know more backstory to these, you definitely can feel free to share. But I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the box. Like I said, definitely got to take a closer look at them. Right away, I have to say I really like the look of this set out of box together like this. Love the different styles of spider suits here. They look really awesome. I like the different coloring going on with them as well. Really cool set here. So looking close here at the symbiote suit Spider-Man, and like I said, I do have a couple of the other ones in my collection. I think there's only been one that I wanted that I missed out on. That was the first Funko.com exclusive. That went really quick. It was really popular. Wouldn't be surprised if the value is still high on that particular one. But yeah, I have a couple of the other ones, and this one is definitely a nice addition. Yeah, I really like the swinging motion he has going on here in the translucent webbing coming out right there. Nice detail. I mean, black and white Spider-Man, the symbiote suit is always going to be simple when it comes down to it. But yeah, I think they did a good job with this though, given that. Very cool. And it almost has sort of a glossy look to it, which might be intentional. That looks pretty cool. Okay. Now, the Scarlet Spider Kane here. I'm familiar with Scarlet Spider. Kane is throwing me off there. I don't know if this is a totally different character. I know there was a Scarlet Spider who was the clone of Peter Parker. That is a very convoluted, very complicated backstory from what I remember. So I'm not sure if this is meant to be that same character or somebody totally different. Again, you can fill me in if you like. But yeah, I like the bladed weapons coming out there. And this is definitely a simple figure. I mean, you see the body is mostly red. He just has the black on the shoulders there and on the fists. And of course, the black spider symbol there as well. The design is so simple. It kind of puts me in the mind of like a Walgreens Marvel exclusive. They used to get a lot of Marvel exclusives, and some of them would be pretty simple in terms of their design. So this puts me in the mind of those. But black and red, you really can't go wrong with it. Always a nice combination there. So again, I definitely want to learn more about what's going on with this particular one, and I'm wondering if he's actually meant to be a hero or not. I mean, he almost looks like he could be villainous, especially with those weapons. Next up here, Miles Morales, Iron Spider. Yeah, I really like the look of the legs here, which is still true to you know, the Iron Spider the way it typically would look, but he definitely has his own flair going on with this suit design. And I actually like how the spider logo there is like taking up the majority of the torso. These boots are definitely very unique as well. I didn't even notice that design completely before. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome there on the back as well. The arms coming out there. The eyes look just a little bit on the shiny side. I really wish that Funko just would have went ahead and done this as a metallic figure. They tend to do metallic just with variants, but sometimes it just makes so much sense to go ahead and do it with a common figure. And I think that would have made this one stand out even more. It's still a great looking figure, but yeah, definitely would have made sense if it was metallic already. And then definitely will be checking out the glow on this one in a moment here. This one has some weapons going on the arms as well. The Fear Itself suit. I'm not sure what the backstory is on that. I know sometimes, you know, Spider-Man will hook up his suit in a certain way to take on a specific villain. So maybe that's what's going on here. It's a cool looking suit design though. I just like it kind of puts me in the mind of the pops that were based on the Blue storyline. Where they did those for the Marvel Collector Corps. It was like a Valentine based story basically, and they did a couple of pops based on that, so the coloring puts me in the mind of that. But yeah, definitely going to check out that glow like I said. And then we have Chasm here, and again, I don't know who this is up under this suit, but I like that kind of ghostly look it has going on here with these effects here. And again, I've seen this character on the cover of a comic recently, and I think I've seen some other images as well. As a matter of fact, when I was doing Funko News and I first revealed these pops, I talked about them in a Funko News video. I did look up some different images of these characters, including Chasm, and there was some pretty cool artwork. And that's an interesting spider design going on there. Again, it makes me wonder, like, is this meant to be a heroic character or a villain? I really don't know. But even though I don't know all the details about, you know, these designs, whether they're hero, villains, who's up under the suits, and, you know, of course, Miles Morales is pretty obvious with that, and Peter Parker here. But beyond that, you know, like I do have some questions here, but regardless, these are really awesome looking pops. Definitely big shout out to Sherry for being so nice and sending these my way. And to wrap things up here, let's go ahead and check out the glow on this figure. Now, if you like these designs, but you're very limited on space, do keep in mind that there are some minis. I did share a couple of boxes previously on the channel. I picked up just 4 of them because I want to avoid getting doubles. I kind of would like more of the minis actually. Maybe I'll just try to buy some of them outright on the second market. And right now, I don't really have areas of my collection that are dedicated just to Spider-Man. My Spider-Man figures are kind of spread around in my collection, but having this set now makes me want to reorganize and, you know, dedicate some space just to Spider-Man. I definitely have enough to fill up some shelves just with this character and associated characters. So that is something I will consider. Right now, I'm still wrapping up working on a Batman Joker section of my collection, which I want to share very soon here on the channel once I have it just the way that I want it. But this one looks like it's charging up pretty well here. Again, this is the Fear Itself Spider-Man. This is a common figure. Let's go ahead and see what the glow looks like. And that is pretty strong. Yeah, I like the way that the lines on the suit glow, and of course the logo stands out very much. The eyes, there was no question about that these will glow pretty well. Funko is usually pretty good about that with the eyes. So yeah, I definitely do like the glow of this. Let me check this chasm real quick. Like I said, it's not a glow-in-the-dark figure. I just want to see if it looks interesting under the black light. Yeah, and I do kind of like the look of that. It's not a black light figure, but still, it does catch the lighting pretty nicely, and it kind of changes what the color looks like. The head almost is like a deep pink there. Yeah, so that's cool looking, but yeah, I think it's pretty awesome that they did do this glow in the dark, excuse me, common figure here. Definitely awesome. So definitely happy with this set. I want to hear your thoughts about it. Are you going to pick these figures up? Or are you going to go for any of the minis? And Funko has done so much with Spider-Man at this point. Like, what else do you think they could do with Spider-Man in the future? Definitely let me know your thoughts about it. I thought it was funny. Let me say this real quick before I wrap things up. I thought it was funny that I read recently that Tom Holland actually owns all of his Spider-Man Funko Pops, but he kind of, I guess, started to feel a little bit embarrassed about that. It's like having a shrine to himself. So he still owns the Pops, but he kind of put them out of sight for now. Thought that was kind of funny to read about. Definitely interested to see where they go next with Spider-Man in the MCU. I'm hearing a lot of different rumors. We'll see how that all pans out. But again, like I said, let me know what you think about these figures, whether you're going to go for these, you're going to go for the minis, and just what do you want to see based on Spider-Man in the future from Funko. Thank you all so much for taking the time to check this out. Again, thank you to Sherry for sending these my way, and I will talk to you all again real soon.